It was the brain behind it.
It was the brain behind it?
100%, yes.
Not Gowon?
No, not Gowon. Gowon couldn't stage a coup.
Gowon couldn't stage a coup? No. How?
Gowon is not a violent person. Not a violent person at all. And Gowon is not power hungry. He's not after power. And he didn't feel as enraged as average Hausa man or Fulani man about the coup or about the death of Sadauno. Don't forget that also Hausas among those who staged that coup. You know, so Gowon was not a violent person. And the religious background of Gowon, he was a catechist's son. Gowon was more of a preacher. Gowon was, I don't think throughout his military career he killed anybody. I stand to be corrected. Gowon was not a violent man. Never.
But he knew about the coup.
Of course.
The counter.
Oh, yes, he knew. Of course he knew. I mean, he was supposed to be, he was working with, he was issue of staff. He was working with Ironsi, he was working with Ogundipe. He knew them. He was aware. But Gowon is not the person that will pull the trigger.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
It is the subject of history. It's about politics. It's about power. Two voices are telling the story, including mine. Okay, I make it the third. So 3 storytellers are on the show. Edmondo Bilo, General Alabi Isama, and Chief Tola Adeni. The subject is military as politics. The Dimka coup of 1976. The coup that took the life of the head of state, General Murtala Muhammad. Military in politics. Alabi Isama is the author of the book, The Tragedy of Victory, on the sport account of Nigeria-Biafra War in the Atlantic Theater. The book is on udarabooks.com. Chief Tola Adeni is the author of the book, In the Belly of Vultures. In the Belly of Vultures. The book is on udarabooks.com. You can order them there. It's about power. It's about life. Military as politics. The involvement of the military in politics has been a recurring theme across many nations, particularly in Africa, Latin America, and parts of Asia. While militaries often intervene with promises of restoring stability, eliminating corruption, or preventing chaos, their rule frequently leads to repression, economic stagnation, and prolonged political crisis. Nigeria's history, with its series of coups and military regimes, serves as a compelling case on the complexities of military involvement in governance. Alabi Isama was there. He witnessed the Dimka coup. He helped repel the coup. The coup was primarily led by Lieutenant Colonel Bukasuka Dinka, a mid-ranking officer in the Nigerian army. Other key figures included Major General Iliya Bisala, Lieutenant Colonel ADS Ware, and Lieutenant Colonel A.A. Bello. What was their motivations for the coup? There was resentment against Murtala reforms. Many officers, especially those loyal to Gowon, officers from the old Plateau State. They wanted to fight the men who removed Gowon. There was the question of ethnic and regional tensions. Some coup plotters were from the Middle Belt and felt marginalized by the Murtala leadership. There were also personal grievances. Dimka and others were reportedly aggrieved over postings and promotions. Some said there was this desire to restore the leadership of Yakubu Gowon. So, there were claims that the coup plotters sought to bring him back. At this time, Gowon was in exile in the United Kingdom. The General Alabi Isama interview on State Affairs. Stay tuned.
There was so much traffic that day. I didn't see traffic. I was in the house. Danjuma, Adelanwa, Domkat Bali, and their oddlies, they were in the traffic. For about an hour, they didn't move. So the three of them came to my house that we should go in my boat. I told you, the boat will be useful one day, and now it's useful. You take care of difficult things when they are easy. When you have a problem, then you work hard to make it easy. When things are easy for you, think about problems. If you're able to think about the problems, then you solve them. If we didn't have that boat, they would have ambushed all of us in the traffic. So, they came by boat. I saw Rabo, the officer that was assigned to kill us. But Dimka had told him that if they came by Alabi's boat, because they didn't see them in the traffic.
So they were waiting to ambush them in the traffic?
Yes.
The way they ambushed Murtala Muhammad on the road?
That's exactly what they wanted to do. So Rabo was my student at the military school. He tried to salute. I just hugged him and he had a rifle. What are you doing here? He said, nothing, sir. I will tell you later. Okay, all right. He saluted and we went. We had the senior officers meeting for that day to start at 9 o'clock. We're talking about 7:45 now.
So Danjuma, the chief of army staff, came in your boat?
They came in my boat. I wrote that in this book. And the picture of the boat is in this boat, in this book. So Akinade was waiting for me in my office. He had arrived earlier. The night before from Kaduna, he was GOC of 1 division.
He has heard about the coup?
No.
By that time?
No. He was just waiting in my office. And in Marine Commando, we had what was called umbrella security, which is for one person. Then we had carpet security, which is for a group of people. Then we had rainbow security, which is like to cover the whole of your area. If they capture somebody here, we will look at rainbow security, carpet security, and the rainbow may eventually capture the person. It happened. When Adekunle was shot, the Biafrans ambushed Adekunle. They infiltrated wearing Nigerian uniform. The story is here. And when they couldn't capture Adekunle, they got his radio operator. I have the picture in this book. So by the time we alerted the radio, the carpet and the rainbow security, we were able to get the boy back. And Adekunle was firing against these people that ambushed him. So, talking about Dimka, I got to my office. Akinade was waiting for me. The phone rang. Within 15 minutes that Muritala was killed, within 15 minutes, that was part of the umbrella security. The lady called me. Akinade picked the phone. And then the lady said,